Keep up to date and like our page at facebook.com/reachonair or follow us on Twitter. We are @reachonair.
Just like sweet wine, baby, your love's intoxicating. Why'd I have to taste it? It's just much too good to waste it. So baby, let me love you. I'll taste no one above. Cause I'm hooked, baby, on your love. Just because I just had to wet my wrist up. When I kissed your lips, girl, couldn't get it. I had to wet my wrist up. Just a little bit, baby, was much too much. Wet my wrist up. First I was only playing. Now look where love is laying. So softly on my pillow. Little girl, I'll never ever let you go. No, no, no. Love never. I thought I'd better take my time. But girl, you drive me crazy. You're such a real fine baby. You're so fine. And I'm hooked, baby, on your love. Yes, I'm hooked, baby. I just can't get enough. I'm hooked, baby, on your love. Just because I just had to wet my whistle up. When I kissed your lips, girl, I couldn't get it. I had to wet my whistle up. Just a little bit, baby, was much too much. I had to wet my whistle up. When I kissed your lips, girl, couldn't get enough. I had to wet my whistle up. Just a little bit, baby, was much too much. I whistle up. When I get Baby, you don't have to tell me, baby. I was so just a little bit later. Much too much. I was so
5-star, and the Philadelphia remix of Let Me Be the One. This jam was released in 1985. Just got one more song to play before the Love Zone, where I play 3 minute tracks back to back without any interruption. And taking us to the Love Zone will be a group called Dayton. The Sound of Music.
real abuse. I'm burning deep inside. In love with love. I think that's how I feel. I'm burning deep inside. Whether you're working or just chilling, it's time to settle down to another track on Reach On Air.
Time on my hands since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No, 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 no. And the sound of the rain against my window pane is slowly, slowly driving me insane. Boy, I'm going down. I'm going down. 'Cause you ain't around. Baby, my heart. So sleep don't come easy. Boy, please believe me. Since you've been gone, everything's going wrong. Why'd you have to say goodbye? Look what you've done to me. I can't stop these tears from falling from my eyes. Oh, baby, I'm going down. I'm going down. You ain't around. Baby, my heart upside down. You ain't around, going down. Going down, going down. Ooh, babe, don't wanna live if I can't give my love to you. I'm so blue, going down, going down. You ain't around, baby, baby. Sorry, 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 sorry. What did I do wrong? Please forgive me, baby, and come on home. Going down, going down.
The question of the next century is not who you love, but what you love, and how it makes you feel. When I first brought you home, I couldn't wait to turn you on. You were the answer to my prayers. Lonely days would be gone. You came with a guarantee. I was told I could leave. Whatever my heart desires, I can find on your keys. You see. Computer of my own. All my computer jobs. Hardware, software, computer. And one heck of a titanium job. I won't have to go to school to learn what makes you tick. You came with a livery and a manual 6 inches thick. You see.
If I have a problem, I'll just look at your rhythm and play with your keys until I'm all.
Today's Love Zone kicked off with the music of Rolls Royce and the song titled I'm Going Down. The second song was the music of Donald Byrd and his song title is Butterfly. And we finished off with the music of Roy Hills, Program for Love. You're listening to Mr. Groove's So Spice Jams with ReachOnAir.com, and this is Yasuko Agawa, taking us back to 1984 with this classic title, LA Night.
nothing but fun. One nation under a roof, getting down just for the fun of it. One nation and we're on the move. It's summer now. One nation under a roof, getting down just for the fun of it. One nation. It's summer now. The whole month. One nation under a roof, getting down just for the fun of it. One nation and we're on the move, nothing can stop us now. One nation under a roof, getting down just for the fun of it. One nation and we're on the move, nothing can stop us now. You can't stop us now. Nothing can stop us now. You can't stop us now. Give me more of the equipment. Give me more. We don't tell me now. Get on the foot.
Monday Night Raw was good tonight. We the Munch had Cody Rhodes coming out cutting his promos in his hometown, Atlanta, Georgia. And then he got his ass checked by Brock Lesnar. We are gonna get into that. We had new tag team champions. We had Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan lost the tag team title to Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Now we got new tag team titles, so really don't care. And we either much got um And we got Damian Priest. Um and Damian Priest and Dominant taking on who is it? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the WWE Tag Team Champions. And we got another match with Nikki Cross versus Shayna Baszler, and we got a promo from Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. I really didn't give a shit about that. And when I on in the last, we are going to talk about the Owen Hart Cup tournament. So let's get this. And so, oh Lord, I can't have this on. And either much Monday, everybody gonna say, oh, you either much criticize, you too busy concerned about Vince McMahon can doing what he is, recording Monday Night Raw from his home and all that. I mean, bro, either much, dude, I either much know because Monday Night Raw is a terrible show, but tonight Monday Night Raw was good. It was good. So let's get into this. Demarcus and Dante, you and Demarcus and Devin and all y'all people in this chat, though, you really think I'm just gonna get up here and start bashing about Monday Night Raw, because like what have I told y'all? If I don't either much like what I don't see on Monday Night Raw, ain't no build up in these matches coming out of Monday Night Raw every week, and then now they finna get ready to go into Summerslam, and I would tell you about ain't no long term booking in this match, and then WWE either much have all these the people who got called, we don't have Indy Hartwell, Piper Niven, Odyssey Jones, Johnny Gargano, Kansas, LeRae. We don't have Apollo Crews, ain't even much been used on TV. And then WWE though, they just still confused. They still refuse not to build up new stars been called up on the WWE main roster. And so you got the Judgment Day. I'm gonna talk about them in a little bit. Because you have WWE confused not to build up new stars in the company. They still refuse not to do so. So let's hear from Cody. Cody got a hangover ovation from the Atlanta crowd for his hometown. The interest, the fans were signing his theme song, singing his theme song of Curious of doing the walk. Oh yeah, a part of the song, Cody was wearing his wrestling gear with the tank top instead of his shirt. Loud Cody chant before he said a word. Some fan chanted "Welcome home" as well. Y'all people must don't know Cody Rhodes is from Atlanta. He from Atlanta, Georgia. And so Cody said, Atlanta is my home. What do you guys want to talk about? Cody said, when we really don't have to talk about there a large shadow looming over the stage from the arena and is looming over every arena is Brock Lesnar. Cody said that Lesnar should come to the ring to accept his challenge from SummerSlam. There was no Lesnar. Cody said that if Lesnar shows up in fashionable later at 9 p.m. and or 10 p.m. or the end of the night, Cody will still be waiting for him. Cody would still be Ekman point out there. His mother Michelle was in the front row. The fans popped it for her and they put her name on the screen. Cody praised his mother for bringing a figure that has a toughened him so much in his life. And so, as the point, a promo continued, Cody went back to monitoring Brock Lesnar, saying that the two words he thinks are hard times. Cody said, that's okay because then Lesnar shows up. It will not be hard times for Cody. And Cody said it will be hard times for Lesnar. Cody told the crowd to enjoy the Raw, said he loves them, and that was it. Cody hanged his sister and mama at ringside. That when Brock Lesnar music hits, Cody was in the side ready for a fight, but there was no sign of Lesnar at this music. It stopped that Cody was okay with it. This music started again, and then Cody went into the backstage arena where Lesnar approached with a steel chair. And so Brock Lesnar hit Cody with multiple chair shots to the back as they're fighting towards the ring. Lesnar whooping Cody into the ring apron and Lesnar rammed Cody back into the ring post. Lesnar put Cody on his shoulder and Lesnar hit an F5 on Cody on the floor right in front of Cody mama. And Cody and Lesnar was smiling about it. Lesnar applies the Clemmer lock submission on Cody left arm that he broke 2 months ago. In this story, Lesnar stared at Cody family at ringside again. Lesnar applies the Clemmer lock submission again and started at Cody family where he did it. So Lesnar to Cody challenge itself. So see you at SummerSlam, bitch, in the segment. So it was what it needed to be with Lesnar attack Cody and getting the advantage during the entrance. I mean, the entire fight. Cody didn't get any offense against him as Lesnar destroyed Cody in front of his family. There are some flights that happen around the ring. There are security of officials that try to break it up quickly. In this case, nobody tried to do anything for several minutes. Anyway, we know Cody and Brock was going to happen at SummerSlam, and now it's finally official. I mean, yes, it's finally official because either much with Vince McMahon, either much look Cody Rhodes, either much have to beat Brock Lesnar clean at Summerslam because it's gonna be fall count out any where that Brock Lesnar gonna hit Cody Rhodes a five with 10 F5s and five um 10 suplexes and 3 F5s on Cody Rhodes, and then you know Cody Rhodes is going to get back up after that 10 count. And if they do this a last standing match, and then because if Cody Rhodes come up with a win and beats Brock Lesnar clean and then puts him over, and you know right after SummerSlam, you know Vince McMahon, his ass is going to have Brock Lesnar attack Cody once again. I'm just telling you. Because right after that, who is Cody Rhodes is gonna feud with? Right now, he's not going after Seth Rollins with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because he is gonna have to have somebody to work with. Because all Brock Lesnar cares about is showing up, getting his paycheck, putting these other wrestlers with whoever he want to be in the program with, and leaving. That's all Brock Lesnar cares about. Because WWE paying him all that money, so he don't give a damn about no house shows, not showing up the wrestlers there, about showing up every Monday night because he has decent dates. So we get through Gunther versus Matt Riddle. So for the Intercontinental title, Gunther. So this is not for Gunther Intercontinental title. So Lou Wayne, Cass, and Givens Vinci are banned from ringside. Gunther got some offense with Charles Riddle went for a chokehold, but Gunther power out it. Riddle applies in armbar on the right arm. Gunther got back into a standing personal. Riddle sent him out of the ring. Riddle with a running kick to the chest. Riddle went for an attack on the floor, but Gunther chopped him, hit him with body slam on the floor. And so the action continued with Gunther hitting some chops, but Riddle hit a follow few chops to Riddle, kicking that arm that then Gunther hit other chops and Riddle hit an overhead kick. Riddle hit a forearm. They exchanged more strikes and Riddle hit an explosive suplex. Gunther delivered more hard chops to the chest while Riddle kicked him in the chest. Gunther hit a German suplex on a hard labyrinth for two. They showed Wayne Cass and Given Vinci watching on a TV backstage. Riddle with a recon knee, then other knees in a running knee to the back of the head for two. Riddle went for the float bro off the top, but Gunther got the knees up and Gunther hit a drop kick. Gunther with a power bomb for the pinfall win. They went about 8 minutes. So it was the usually good Gunther match. They didn't get each time for it to be a classic or anything like this. I like it because Riddle did back down. He is deliver a lot of strike just like Gunther did, and they had a entertainment physical match. I mean, yes, but dude, WWE management don't even much know what they doing with Gunther. They just looked at him. I mean, like upside down. Look, they ain't had no plans for him to come out of here to win this match because WWE want Gunther to break that WWE honky tonk. that honky-tonk man record. That's what WWE wants him to do. Because dude, you got Drew McIntyre is gonna be the one that take that Intercontinental Championship out because he wasn't there because he was filming a movie. So he will be back next week. Gunther and Drew McIntyre is gonna be meeting face to face. And so after the match, Gunther put the Intercontinental IC title around his waist and stood over the commentary table. Gunther said, "You can't boo him all you want, but tonight is the greatest night of your sad living because you come here to see the greatest Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time." Gunther said that Matt Riddle is done and Gunther is building a legacy. Gunther said if Drew McIntyre want to ride a Gunther coattail, that then he be his greatest, but he will fall victim to the Reign General. So I like that Gunther promo. He resent a passing 400 days as the Intercontinental Champion, and it will be less than 2 months for him to set the record for the longest title reign. There was no Drew on Raw this week due to his filming movie, so Drew will probably be back next week. They will need to make the Summerslam match off official soon. I mean, yeah, it's happening because either much like I said though, Gunther is gonna go down for the all time Intercontinental Champ with passing 400 days because you know he's going to be the one that defeat Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam and retain his WWE Championship. And Gunther is going to be the one that beats him at Payback because he's a Triple H guy. Triple H that made Gunther out of a star, and he gave us better WWE creator story telling that Triple H has given us. A year. He has been giving us creator a year because Triple H either much made cause Gunther a star, power in the company because he been putting up hell of a performance for a month. So he has good matches, but he's the only one in WWE he has not lost in the ring to nobody. So we get Raquel Rodriguez and Leah Morgan, the women's tag team champions, were interviewed by Jack Raymond. Leah spoke about how they are prepared for anything. Raquel say that they toughness, they battle the sweetness, they victory. Leah say they won't be broke down from anyone. Ripley in the women's world champion. Excuse me. Walk to their stare at Raquel. Liv tried to say something to Ripley, and so Ripley headbutt Liv to knock her down. Raquel attacked Ripley with punches. Then WWE official tried to break it up. Ripley kicked it Ripley on the left knee. Raquel was selling a left knee injury. So we get the Judgment Day. So let's hear the promo. It's time for the Judgment Day with Women World Champion Rhea Ripley laughing about they were going to break up Ripley. So they are better than everyone and now not shattering because somebody ego got burned. Ripley said they are a brusive, a brutal, dominant on Raw, and Ripley bragging about being an unbelievable woman world champion. Ripley say that Finn Balor and Damian Priest will become world champions. Ripley said that her Latino Heat dominant Mysterio will become NXT North American champion this Tuesday on NXT. And so Dominic tried to talk, but the fans booed him loud, and Dominic said he's going to beat Wesley Lee. So Damian Priest said that this bro won't change the fact that dominant because NXT North American champions Priest held up his money in the bank saying he become the world champion while telling Balor he got his first crack at Seth Rollins. So Finn Balor told Priest he loves him. Balor said that this isn't he has with Seth will never be over until Finn Balor arm is raised as the new world heavyweight champion. Dominic tried to speak again, so the fans booed loud. So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion, showed up for the interrupted. Zayn said that he feels he has a pretty good relationship with the WWE Universe. Zayn asked the fans if they pay their hard-earned money to listen to Dominic talk. The fans booing. Zayn asks if they want to see somebody shut Dominic's mouth for him. Zayn said that they get to face Priest and Dominic. So Damian Priest said they've been facing a undefined champion, but this tag team title would be looking great in the Judgment Day. Priest suggested that Zayn and Owens put their titles on the line tonight. Zayn told Owens to give us his thoughts. Kevin Owens say, uh, shouting about wanted to give Priest a stunner and put his foot down. Damian Throke and Owens continue to rating by saying that if what they tag team titles on the line, then you are on. And so it was ordinary advanced as a non-title match, but then they champions are babyface, so they are willing to put their titles on the line. Is raising the strike for the match later in the show, which is fine because it makes the match more instant. I also really like the receptions from Dominic Mysterio promo. It's almost how much the crowd hates him. I mean, dude, if you really think Damian Priest is gonna be the one is gonna be the one that beat Seth. I'm sorry, Dominic gonna be the one that beat Wesley for the Intercontinental Championship over there tomorrow night on NXT and leave the Performance Center that is North American Champion. You did wrong. You think that he's gonna beat Wesley, but dude, NXT though, all they care about is ratings. That's all they care about. Then why is Judgment Day down there in NXT though? They want a rating for NXT, so I don't watch the show. The show is trash. Ain't no the writing is terrible on that show. Ain't no storyline build up in the NXT women's division. Ain't no storyline build up in the tag team division and women's division. Ain't nobody booked it proper on that show like they is supposed to be. So you think Dominant is gonna be Wesley Lee Wesley tomorrow and come back to the main roster with the title, you are sleeping under the bridge. That's what you really doing. You sleeping up under the bridge. Because either way, Rhea Ripley, look, she is one of my favorite wrestlers in the WWE. I followed her in the WWE when she was a baby face. That girl was just like, she was just dominant in NXT going up against people like Tegan, going up people like Tegan Knox, Bianca Belair, Kyrie Sane, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai. She had went up against Tonya Storm and either much Kansas LeRae, and went up against people in NXT who she dominated, and then because she was cutting promos, because when she came to the WWE main roster, they just had that girl character set back. Bro, you could have had her in there breaking bitches. That's what she supposed to be in there doing. And then because Rhea Ripley finally got out of that babyface gimmick and turned heel in new theme song, and she's a badass at it. So WWE, they booked her strong on the main roster. They had her beat Charlotte when she lost her at WrestleMania 24 years ago. Now, they done WWE curator made her out of a star and put her in this faction with the Judgment Day. Because right now, look, Raquel is not beating Rhea, Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. She is going to retain. Because you know if Finn Balor is going to beat Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, and you know he going to be trying to cash it in on him because Damian Priest want that world title. That's all I got to say. We get a women's tag team champ Raquel Rodriguez and Leah Morgan versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. So we had Green Deville working over Morgan in their corner. A bit Morgan broke free with a scissors kick on Deville. Raquel tags in, sailing the knee as she sent Deville into the turnbuckle, and Raquel did a freeway slam. Raquel kicked it Green off the apron. Raquel charged at Deville, who moves, and Raquel hit her shoulder into the turnbuckle. Deville applies a half crab submission on the injury left knee of Rodriguez. Morgan was slowly to break it up, but Morgan broke it up by hitting Deville in the back. Morgan tags in against Green with a shoulder check as a corner splash in a step up knee. Morgan jump off the turnbuckle with a double knees falling by overall off the ropes. Morgan got a 2 count because Deville broke up in the pin with a knee to Morgan. That was timed perfectly. Deville pulled Raquel off the apron and did a chop block to the back of the left knee. Morgan went for a pin attempt on Green, who kicked it out Deville with a punch. Green hit the up pretty her on Liv for a 2 count. Good near falls. Deville tag in. She went for a running knee. Morgan avoided and got a roll up. Green hit a pretty hurt on Morgan. Again, Deville hit a running knee on Morgan for the pinfall went after about 6 minutes. It was good in terms of the storyline with the heels taking out Raquel by targeting the left knee injury, and it worked because that means Leah was isolated against Green in Deville. That near fall with Green hitting the upper pretty, her ad was great. Green would hit it again followed by the Bill needs, and that was each to put Morgan away. Like I said, a story. It was booked well. A made sense. Chelsea Green and Sonya to be a celebrator with the women's tag team titles. There was a pyro display for the mess they celebrate in their aside. I mean, yeah, because the reason why WWE took the WWE Tag Team Championships off of Raquel Rodriguez and Leah Morgan because that she is going to be challenging Rhea Ripley for that WWE title. Look, WWE though, y'all had Raquel and Leah Morgan took the belts off of Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey at WWE Money in the Bank, and then they end up having Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green win the six women turmoil match. Like had them beating Kansas LeRae, Andy Hartwell, Chelsea Green, had them beating Dana Brooke and Emma, had them either much winning the tag team tournament. Challenge Raquel had them beating Raquel and Leah Morgan tonight. But to me, why should I give a fuck about why should anybody gives a fuck about the WWE tag team titles? Why? Because it don't mean shit. It is no tag teams in a women's division. Why should people give a damn about those tag team titles? Okay, because you called up Kaylee and Kaden Chance, and I mean to the main roster, and they should be the one next in line to take the title off of Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville because they don't do nothing for our women's division to put over. Okay, because I'm moving on. So Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville was interviewed by um Byron Saxton about being the new women's tag team titles. Sonya said they have been champions since day one and would run the division. Green was rumbling about all the people she has to thank. So Deville tried to shut her up there. They left. I mean, who cares? I don't give a damn about that segment with Brian Saxton. I don't care. I'm moving on. Hold up. Okay, I had to go spit. I'm back. I'm back. We get to Seth freaking Rollins interview. This was a sit-down interview with Seth freaking Rollins, so in a unique outfit as usual. Byron Saxon asked Rollins about what was next for Seth Rollins' world title. So Rollins said that Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and so on having either a place. But here is Balor Finn kicking Sax out. Balor said that he didn't care about other contenders because the line started with him. Balor said their issue are far from over. Balor told Rollins to talk to Pierce and make the match. Rollins told Balor to stop living in the past. Balor said he lives in chaos, and then chaos is why he's going to take the title. Balor said he hurt him, laughing in his face and take Seth's career in um alter is forever. Rollins said they world heavyweight champion is about more than Balor personal. Vetoed. Balor said that the title is bringing then either of them. Rollins said if they want to settle the score, they didn't need a match. We can do this right here. So take your shot and get out of self face. Balor said, cool, and left. So when Rollins thought it was over, Balor attacked him by throwing a chair and stomping on Rollins. Balor told Rollins to make the match. Balor left while Rollins was angry. So Seth Rollins beat Finn Balor at Money in the Bank, but this match is going to happen again at SummerSlam. I like this. Instead of both guys, I think doing the match again is Finn. I thought it shows have a stipulation on is rather than being a regular match. I mean, yes, because look, you already know what I done told you. You know, Finn Balor, they gonna tear down the house at SummerSlam, and then you know Damian Priest gonna come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and if he do try to cash it in, and then it's gonna be a successful cash in because WWE is not gonna give Damian Priest the World Heavyweight Championship because you know him and Seth Rock, him and Damian Priest and Finn Balor are going to have issues. And we get this another match I really don't care about. I really don't care if the Viking Raiders versus the Academy. So this was a Viking ship um long boot connected to the ring. There are no rules. So grab and hit drive. Gabe hit a drive over the top onto the VR guy. Iker slam Ivan there. Long boot onto Otis on the floor, grabbing a trip up Iger for an ankle lock, grabbing Thorn Iger into a shield that was against the ropes onto Otis shot out at Gable to get a table. Gable got a table, but Iger knees knocking him down. Iger hit a running cross body block on Otis again. So they said side of the Lord Longboat back in the ring. Ivan the whole Gabriel. Ivan went for a springboard attack, but Otis changed and hit a power slam. Nice, that was easy, but it worked it. And so it count continue with Ivan knocking down Otis with a boot to the head. Ivan went up top and hit a moonsault on Ivan, but Gable made the save with a moonsault over Ivan. Gable hit a bridging German suplex on Ivan for a 2 count. but Aigner broke up the pin. Gable and Aigner delivered strikes to each other, which was won by Aigner with a forearm to the head. Gable hit an overhead suplex on Aigner across the ring. Gable jumped off the top with a headbutt for two, but Von Hollow saved her husband, Eric Dupree, jump off the top with a crossbody block over Von Heigner, gave but Dupree AA jacket on. Von Hollow was back up in tackling Dupree through the table that was against the turnbuckle. The Viking Raiders sent Gabriel into a shadow. Otis was back up with a back elbow in body slam and an overhead slam across the ring, and Otis hit a corner splash on Aigner. Otis hit a power bomb on Aigner as the crowd come alive, and Otis did the Carto pillar into an elbow drop. Vanna Holler slapped at Otis in the face. Their VR guys were back up as they hit the regular rock double power bomb on Otis for the power pinfall win after 12 minutes. So this match was great. It was quartering better than I thought it will be because I had low, uh, especially going into it. They worked it their ass out to put on an entertainment match. They tables spotted featuring Vanna Holler talked out Maximum Drop was Maximum Dupree was done in safe wide and drew a big reception. Gable was taken over by throwing him into the turn shield, and that left Otis all alone. Otis was fan tested, trying to take out both Viking Raiders and nearly done it, but they slapped it from Von Holler, stopped it. I like the regular rock as a finish because it looked in person. Look, I don't care about Von Holler in the the maximum male models. How many times? Because it need to be their last time facing each other to get this shit over with. Okay? The Viking Raiders is just in a disaster tag team over there on Monday Night Raw, and they just don't have nobody to feud with in this tag team. The Maximum Models, they gimmick is trash, and they not Otis and Chad Gable, and that Maximum Model who she add in the academy, dude, they are not going nowhere in the tag team division. So we get Shayna Baszler, versus Nikki Cross. So Ronda Rousey did a promo from a private box. Rousey bragged about how successful she is. Rousey said she's the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. Why Baszler is a knockout vision of Rousey. Baszler is trash. Rousey for being so far away. Baszler said that she a better Ronda Rousey than Rousey is better and teasing going after Rousey, but security was there to stop it. Rousey said that she do Baszler a favor by getting booked at SummerSlam. Rousey said she see Baszler at SummerSlam in the Monto City. That was it. Rousey know it was coming at SummerSlam. Baszler continued to get cheer while Rousey is hated by the fans. It won't be a long match probably, but I think Bader should win it. I mean, she do look. Ronda Rousey sucks, so she sucks. Her in-ring performance sucks. She sucks on a promo, and she is not even much a star power in the company and WWE, because I'd be glad that when she lose at SummerSlam, and I'll be glad that Ronda Rousey takes her ass right back to UFC where she need to be at with Dana White, because her moves is mediocre in the ring. Can't either much but she can sell, but she can't either much make moves in the ring. All she know how to do is do a submission move, because she need to go back to UFC where she need to be at. And then you think right after WrestleMania is over, I mean SummerSlam is over with, you think Vince McMahon is gonna give Shayna Baszler a push? Hell no, that old bastard is not gonna give you a push. He just wants you to be on TV so you can just take some more losses. So he can't book you. He don't give a damn about long-term booking. He don't give a damn about storytelling. He just about try to build up the women's division on Monday Night Raw. He don't give a damn about no Shayna Baszler. He ain't got no plans for you on TV. Vince McMahon only cares about drawing money. That's all he cares about. And Demarcus, how many times do I gotta keep telling your ass that? Okay? How many times I gotta keep telling you that? This is because if I'm not on here or not, you done follow my podcast on the Saturday when I do my AEW Dynamite notes and my SmackDown notes. But right now I'm taking a break on Saturday. Glad to be taking a break. So you already know that you and Demarcus and you, Devin, Demarcus, Dion, and all of y'all people in this chat up here on the Monday night now, and this is morning. So either way that you gonna sit up here and listen, or you just gonna have to get off my channel and go find somebody else. So we get the Miz TV with Becky Lynch. So the Miz was in the ring in a shirt hosted the Miz. The Miz claimed that he was back since he beat it to Tommaso Ciampa. He won. It was the Miz first win of the year, which he didn't monitor. The Miz bragging about being a celebrating golf tournament over the weekend. Anyway, the Miz inducted Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch made her entry. It looked like she was wearing a pomegranate or something like that. But Becky, so she can pull it off. The Miz ripping on Lynch for losing Trish Stratus. I mean, and Zoe Stark. Lynch throw the chair out there of the ring and yell at Miz to bring out his other guests while marking Miz from his tiny balls. So Trish, with a face mask, made her entrance with Zoe started. Lynch wanted her rematch. Trish said that Lynch will act like a Brett Butter toilet Taylor and Monta Lynch's daughter, Rock. So Lynch yelled at her not to Monta Lynch's daughter. Trish and Zoe got into the ring saying she is not going to fight Lynch since she's already beaten Lynch. Trish said that Zoe beated Lynch to say they are done with Lynch. Trish said this is the perfect place for Lynch to say thank you, Trish. So Lynch said that this is about Trish being a physical pal with a big ego. Lynch said that Trish knows she can't handle Becky at her strongest. Lynch said she spent more time in this company. That's Trish in accomplishment more than Trish has done. Lynch said if Trish is as good as she says she is, she should accept Lynch challenge. Lynch kept on trash Trish, so Trish said she fight her. So Trish says she has a few quandary quandary. Trish told Lynch she had to beat Starks first. Lynch said done. Trish said that when Starks beat Lynch, Becky would have to go on her knee and say thank you, Trish. Lynch said done to that. Trish said she won't Lynch to tattoos thanking you, Trish, across your chest. Lynch said done to that. So Trish and Starks tried and attacked, but Lynch was ready for it. Lynch knocking down both women with punches. Lynch took Trish face mask off and punched Trish in the face. Lynch headbutted Starks with the face mask as well. Lynch stood tall to end it as her music played. That should lead to the Lynch Stratus Summerslam match, but they had took their sweet time to get their. Lynch will be Starks first to get the match with Trish, which is fine because it builds Lynch's momentum before the Trish match. I mean, to me, this segment was lame. Becky Lynch coming out dressed up. She looks fucking weird in pajamas. She either much really do. Because look, Trish Stratus though sucks is a heel. She either much sucks in the ring. She don't do a damn thing for this women's division to put no body over. And then right after SummerSlam, once Becky Lynch though kicks Trish Stratus ass, her ass will be packing her bags getting on right after SummerSlam, though her ass be packing her bags. She would be going back on the private jet, taking her ass home where she needs to be. Because right now, WWE creator ain't doing nothing with Zoe Starks right now. Because I'm telling you, 2 more weeks before we head into SummerSlam, it'll be all over with. Should get Trish Stratus the hell off of my TV. Let's move on to this another match. Bronson Reed versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura hit a jumping kick, but Reed ran him over with a body attack. Nakamura come back with a roundhouse kick in a running kick. Nakamura went for a knee drop. Reed moved and Nakamura hit the apron leg to a bump to the floor. Reed hit a shoulder tackle on Nakamura on the floor. They went to a break 2 minutes into the match. And so Nakamura made a comeback with a kick to a body fall, following by a roundhouse kick. Reed misses a Kona splash. Nakamura a boarded in. Nakamura got a dragon screw leg takedown. Reed grabbing Nakamura on his shoulder and hit a drop valley drag for two. Priest went up top. Nakamura was back up with a kick in. Nakamura hit a knee strike off the middle turnbuckle for two. Nakamura changed, but Reed hit a cross body block. Tommaso Ciampa screw showed up to attack Reed for a DQ after 8 minutes. But it was okay with a DQ ending. The match is just an average match. Thought Reed would get the win before Ciampa attack, but instead they decided to book a DQ finish. They worked it well together with Nakamura getting plenty of offense and Reed come back with a power move to take control. So the post match, Chopper was punching Reed a few times, and Chopper it hits a knee strike, knee Reed out of the ring. Nakamura wasn't happy about what Chopper did, so Nakamura kicked the Chopper in the chest to knock him down. It is instant a reception by Nakamura that I don't think it means Nakamura is going here, but Nakamura is mad that Chopper ruined the match. And either much so with Tommaso Chopper is one of those folks that he should be pushed hard. Tommaso Ciampa should be pushed hard on Monday Night Raw. And it's like WWE though ain't got no plans for him. And now you either much had Bronson Reed fucked him out of his match against The Miz. Now he's looking for redemption on Bronson Reed. And then you got Vince McMahon that's looked at Bronson Reed to my old big guy. Oh, he's a big guy, and all that other crap is coming out of that old fuck mouth. Dude, Vince McMahon is a old dimension fuck. That's all he is. Giving people nicknames and all that. Then you either much got Kevin Patrick is one of the worst commentators. If it wasn't for Corey Gray was sitting there, look, you know I'm not a fan of Corey Gray on commentary though, and you know I'm not. And then because if it wasn't for him on Monday Night Raw, what he's actually has experience of being a color commentary on Raw, but Kevin Patrick sucks because that's why I do. People gonna say, why is WWE ain't get on the phone and call Mauro Ronaldo and take his place, bro? He don't want to be there on Monday Night Raw. Okay, he don't want to have anything. He don't want to have nothing to do with WWE. He don't want to have nothing to do with that. Look at WWE. They end up releasing Tom Phillips from his contract. Now he's over there at TNA Impact Wrestling. And so you already know, look at Nigel McGuinness and Callie, one of the best commentary that Tony Khan got at WWE. They can't even much go out and get a goddamn better commentary to sit right next to Common Gray because Michael Cole over there on SmackDown, he's the only best thing you got over there in WWE. I mean, that's all I can tell you. So, what else do you want me to say? Kevin Patrick sucks. And then you see either much with Bruce Picture though, either much like Bruce. Tell me what do Bruce Picture do? Because Bruce Picture never took acting class. You up under the Vince. He works up under the Vince McMahon camp. Who don't have the identity? Who don't have the skill set to either much be a writer? Who don't have the identity, don't have the juice to either much be a fresher writer in a WWE and don't know how to write a story or a line in WWE correctly and don't either much know how to book talent directly and do Bruce Picture though don't do nothing but order food from the fucking confession stands. That old fucking flat slob fuck. That's what Bruce Picture do, and he probably be scratching Vince McMahon testicles. Okay, look, because dude, Triple H wouldn't book Shinsuke Nakamura to be losing. He probably would have just gave him some. I mean, would have gave Shinsuke Nakamura a push every week on Monday Night Raw. These people who I'm finna tell, I would give Tommaso Ciampa a push if I was in charge. Johnny Gargano a push if I was in charge. I would give Kansas LeRae a push, Indy Hartwell a push. I would end up giving Piper Niven a push. I would end up giving people a push on Monday Night Raw. I would end up giving um who else I would give a push on Monday Night Raw? Because Bronson Reed, I would give him a push too. Because WWE need to build up new stars. How many times I gotta say that? And this company is just afraid to, and they weaken and they pushing the same people over and over and over. Because around come 24, WWE need to book, use the right people. So we get to the main event match. We the much get I mean Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Donovan. So Priest worked at Zayn with a uppercut punch. Dominant tags in, so Zayn knocked him down with a punch. Owens tagging in with a swan-time splash on Dominic, and back in a swan-time on the chest. Owens hit a elbow drop. Zayn tagged in Dominic, delivered him to the turnbuckle, and Priest tagged in with a uppercut. Dominic was back in, so Zayn granted him with a high back body drop. Dominic fell to the floor. Zayn went after him and slamming Dominic head into the commentary table. Ripley got in Zayn's face, so Dominic hit a baseball slide drop kick. Priest tags in with a choke slam on Zayn on the apron. And so the heels is in control as Priest uh, dove Zayn into the turnbuckle. Priest tried a suplex. Zayn broke free, and Owens tag in with a bridge of punches. Owens clothesline Priest out of the ring and ran around the ring with a running clothesline, and Dominic and Priest and Owens hit a swan-time splash on Priest on the floor. Owens hit a foul splash off the apron onto Dominic on the floor back in the ring, and Owens sent Priest shoulder first into the turnbuckle, falling by a KO, hitting a cannonball. Owens went up top with a swan-time bomb, but Priest got the knees up. Dominic tags in with a frog splash off the top for two, only for Zayn to kick off at two. Zayn sent Priest out of the ring, and Dominic dumping Zayn to the floor. Owens went stunning. Dominic avoided it, and Owens hit a pop-up power bomb leading to a Priest broke up the pin. Then fans chanting, "This is awesome" for them. Zayn hit a tornado DDT for two. Priest with a back up with punches, and Priest hit a Hurricane Corona off the top onto Zayn for two. Zayn went a boot to Priest, and Zayn dumped the Priest off the ring, but Dominic made the tag. Dominic hit a drop kick into the ropes. Zayn dumping Dominic out of the ring. Owens hit a Splash off the apron, 1-2 Priest on the floor while Zayn hit a smooth saw dive onto Dominic on the floor. Ripley sent Owens into the steel steps. Priest dives Zayn neck into the top rope, and Dominic got a roll up or two. So Leah Morgan ran down to ringside to take out Ripley, and they went a tumbling over the barricade. Zayn gave Dominic an explosive suplex into the turnbuckle. Owens was back up with a stunner on Priest. Zayn hit the hurricane kick on Dominic for the pinfall win after 15 minutes. The crowd was on fire for that ending. So this was a awesome match. It wasn't the best tag team match it seems in the last 3 days, but was current and excited match that was fun to watch. The fans were really into it. I want it to the thinking the champion should retain. So it's no surprise that they won. I thought I liked that near fall for Dominic after shot she by Priest. You needed to have moment like that to build up this excitement. Having Liv Morgan show up to attack Rhea made since she Ripley beat up Raquel Rodriguez either in the night. They payback that was deserved. They finisher squash was excellent with Zayn hitting the hurricane kick for the win. This is the kind of exciting match we will always get with Zayn and Owens as the team. They are incapable of having a bad match. It's always going to be good as usual, great like this match was. I mean, yeah, because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they don't need to lose those tag team titles because right now they have been hot on the main roster. And so you either much got judged when they gonna be on NXT next week. So for that. And, oh, I want to give my shout out to Trinity winning the because she over there tearing it up in 10 A Impact. Oh, but I want to give my congratulations to her. And Bailey ended up hurting her knee on doing these house shows. So she went on Twitter and say that I want to thank everybody, but I will be fine. I'm thank God she okay because Vince McMahon either must send her down into the performance center because everybody was either much was just working out on screen. So in the PC because she been gone for 9 months and came back healthy. So right now she is not in the title picture. Bailey is not in the title picture. She been through 100 days as SmackDown champion, been the Raw Women champion, been the WWE Tag Team champion, and WWE management gave her and Sasha Banks a strong push together in the women's division, and she feuded with Sasha Banks in the Hell in a Cell. So right now she's in this Damage Control faction. So I'm done talking about Raw. I'm moving on. Let's get into the AEW. On Hard, AEW on Hard. So AEW Collision. So and the AEW Tag Team Champion was FTR and the Bullet Club, along with the finals of the men of women on Hard Cup tournament. So we the much had like LTR, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Willow, Nightingale, Ruby, Soho, Ricky Starks, and CM Punk opened the show with video short video package that looked to be a stable on Collision. The show is starting with the three falls match. Dunshay Gonzalez is in the ring to announce the match. She monitoring the 60-minute time limit for some reason. While Dunshay announced it may come into a play tonight. So we the much get the LTR defeated the Bullet Club. So LTR come out, LTR chant there was a very show place with a lot of heels, analysts from a BGG era. Not much is happening up to the first commercial break. Okay, because we could be here as well. LTR was in control of Juice Robinson for a few minutes. Haywood Nearly Robinson with a hang chop that knocked him down as if he been shot. Nightjar selling there at the 15-minute mark. The pace is still very short. It has a similar pace to some of the expert in contendering we saw in New Japanese. My wife noticed David Benoit sitting right side as well reported. And so Robinson slamming Dex shoulder first into the ring post that targeted in White, Jay and Juice working over Haywood in a few minutes. And Iron Rebecca Byrne is feeling in the Kevin Kelly mantra. Jay White is no stranger to 60-minute matches. This feels like time limited, Drew. Terrace, it was a smart of Iron to monitor is the crowd is into the match, but could be loud. Cash Willow tagging in blinding, which seemed like a good move because Dex had been working over Haywood. Robinson saw that tag and took out Wallow because he could do any damage that always Jay White to hit Blade running on Cash from the first fall off the match. Bullet Club leads 1-0. And so this was a cover fall away. They are telling good stories so far. Bullet Club Gold seemed to be the LTR head and has now pinned them twice in 2 weeks. It's smart to be booked the Bayface in a underdog fashion like that. And after a second commercial, BGG has been working over Cash Wallow most of this second half fall. There is a classic tag team wrestling where the heels worked it over face in pencil. The action is outstanding, just like the last week. Cash made the hot tag to Dex after a Hurricane Karate to Jay White. Dex is popping the crowd with chops after the tag. Haywood clean house and drop Juice with a brain buster for an excellent near fall draw. This is awesome chaos. And so the crowd is alive and accordingly to Rebecca. He right there are loud now. It seemed like it been about half an hour. LTR is a terminal double team moves. That was like razor edge combo was a cutter while shocking kicks out. I thought that was a second fall for sure. LTR has been in control for about 10 minutes. LTR went for a power of glory. The crowd is going crazy now. Cheating. I'm sorry. Chanting a E double. Dex hit the suplex, but Jay got his knees up on Cash. splash attempt. Robinson lead and a splash off his own and hit a actual lead to a near fall for White short after LTR leading the shotting machine. Big Red on Juice to get the 3 count to tie it up. Iron called a shotter machine, but I believe they call it Big Red in AEW. Honor a brotherly. We want to third commercial break the falls match. So, well, Dex rolling each other out of over the barricade into the crowd. The referee is calling for the medical team to check on Hayward, who ended up being fine. And nearly White was a basic suplex on the concrete, drawing holy shit chance down. The medical are checking on Jay, double basic from LTR and Jay from the crowd back into the ring arena. Juice eat a double very on the outside as well. The action is thumbing at this point. The day top last week, this Fanticles, all 4 men are exchanging guests as they show to be the crowd giving them a standing ovation as we go to a fourth commercial break on the match recorded at AEW Collision. And so Jay White turns the brand for the sweet chant music, then slapping slapping the sharpshooter on Hayward, the cowgirl, cow gay crowd didn't like that, but it was a blunted the tribute to the best to ever do it. Shawn Michaels' hometown hero Bret Hart. We into the second half, so the time limit has to be come up. Timekeepers, Deshaun announced there is 5 minutes remaining, just as I wrote it. The Nigel McGimmick yelling to Juice that there are 5 minutes left. I like how they are pointed out of their time limit. LTR has been members of BGG in the sharpshooter. The crowd is loving the Dex knees feeling giving out, and he has to give up the hold on the large man White. There hasn't been one time where I questioned who the legal man was. Haywood pulled down his knee brace. The announcer said it was likely to advantage. Swallowing his knee, it looks like Dex is in trouble, but he was about to slap the sharpshooter on Juice. It turned out he pulled down his knee brace so he could get more to quick on the sharpshooter, which lead to Robinson tapping out at the F58 minutes mark. The new announce team did wonderful job setting up the finish. Amazing finish to as amazing match. Everything about this was near perfect. LTR wins 2-1. So ratings 5 out of 5. So for this instrument. So I mean, after this match, LTR hold out the hands in this show of respect. It made sense for them to offer the handshake after the tape of war. The heels thought about it, but decided to split at LTR feet. Is also fitting for the heels to know acknowledge the defeat. So we get another match with Granted was taking. I am excited to see it in Bush. He was one of my favorite wrestlers that doesn't I'm sorry, compete regular in America. He actually has wrestled all since 21 due to injury. My wife and I saw him as surprising guest at NXT um, show many years ago. He faced Bobby Roode for the NXT title in front of a crowd about 500,000 people. I mean 500 people. I think AEW fans considering him a big star. Kenny Mantra BCC always using the numbers game that has really hurt the program, making the elite look like completed. I the elite BC feud started out really hot. It was ended up most being the heels outnumber and beating down the face. It didn't help that they didn't that expect some stories on the women's side with the outcast. The rivalry show come to an end after bleeding blood and guts. I hope it does. I don't think any of the wrestlers have been hurt by their program at all. I don't think it's time to move on. So Wallow Nightingale defeated Ruby Soho. This might set the record the most in the action 2 hours as immediately to other matches. Um, Defying none of a completed. The main reasons as watching wrestling is for the match. The crowd isn't that into early, not much as happening here to the first commercial break. I am not surprised the crowd is tried. The opener was an impossible match to follow. Ruby hit the no future kick. Wallow barely kicked out Ruby tried to grab Spike Payne and Chet, but Wallow chant her on, so Ruby throw the paint outside the ring after that. Wallow hit her powerbomb finish and won the match up. That was athletic mechanics. I don't know if it was rushed. It currently didn't seem like we were close to the finish when it ended. So Tony Khan comes out with cowboy hair. I guess it has to do with a rodeo call there. Call uh uh Gary Carl. It's Stampede. Martha Hart isn't even there. She show up on battles of the belt. They show the title and trophy. Wallow won for winning the tournament, then went almost immediately to commercial. I am sure AEW will put it over a Greenwich, Greenwich when for Wallow they should do that, but I didn't see like it based on time they had left for her celebration. So I wish I could rate it higher. This action was fine. Having young stars like Wallow win is the right call. Winning this tournament will probably help her in the future. That said, the match wasn't fantastic to end an important tournament following the tag match has a lot of to do with it, but there was barely I think I could write about which overall isn't good things. I said all along the Old Harding Cup tournament doesn't seem like a big deal. I don't think AEW helped that be by going to a commercial break celebrate Wallow I mean, I like Nightingale because she's a winner. Because AEW giving her pushes. I like Nightingale because Jay White, he's having fun. I mean, he lost. So, and we had Ricky Starks defeated CM Punk. Starks is out for the crowd, pretty loud of him. The crowd is loud of Punk. So, and they don't like him. Sound like a 75-25 natural. I like the reception. Punk is getting himself to embrace it just as I tap that there is a loud CM Punk chance that is met with loud boos. That is awesome. I love this. Dominic in this crowd, Dylan is go Ricky CM Punk chant. Their crowd is on fire, which is really good to see the chant instead the first 2 or 3 minutes of the match. The action was back in fourth and solid before the commercial break. Punk had control during the break, but Starter is in control when we got back. Hold up, I'll be back. Mm. Yeah, because back to this, I said Starks did his Billie Jean wrote while CM Punk is using a lot of Bret Hart moves like the elbow dropper, the second rope, and sharpshooter takedown. Punk looks better. I mean, looks pretty good tonight, but definitely did those moves better. Punk, showboat. Booted on the middle road. Starks took advantage and Punk him off as we got to the last commercial break. Punk hit a running knee after Punk. Punk hit other knees, but strikes Starks received to a swing DDT for a 2 count. Starks misses on a top rope elbow drop. Punk hit a ham lock clothesline for a near fall. That was a pretty sweet look. Moving gear, Punk critic there. Both guys took each other out with flying cross bodies. Rebeccan said it hurts there. So escape, I mean IDKY, but that was funny to me. So it looks of a gray back four starts with off the top rope Punk chasing him, hit a Bret Hart top bill drive announced Monter. It was Bret Argentina finish. This has been a great match. Starks hit a spear, but knocking Punk outside the ring. Starks seems to hit a second spear, but Punk rolled him into the mountains. Front face, look, gasoline tap submission. That was impressive, great spot, but Punk went for a hurricane corona for the top rope. Starks rolling through. They did a couple more rollers before Starks grabbing the top rope and got the 3 count. So rating. So either much Punk looked as shock was looking at the ropes. Starks hold after the loss. They announced a bracket and Starks celebrating, putting up over like they upset that it is they blowed some steam from the ring post to celebrate Starks' win. That was excellent. I love Starks' win. I think it could be just what he needed to get back on track before the bracket were even announced. I said someone like Ricky Starks should win the Owen Hart Cup tournament, should be used to elevate a mid-card guy like Starks. I am not sure if him grabbing the ropes means he's turning heel and will have beef with Punk like better if he stayed face and was just willing to do whatever it took to win the tournament, even thought it was a hanging upset and they right guy won. It just wasn't a fired up. I should have been. The tournament was never threatened like a big deal, given the celebrate 30 seconds to end the show. Yeah, I mean, Collision is way better. So, y'all people like Devin, come on here in my chat. You, Devin, Devani, uh, either much, all y'all rest of y'all people in this chat, y'all just don't never know when I'm gonna pop up here on Monday. That's why I say keep these notification on. Make sure you keep hitting that like button, and it helps out. So make sure y'all check out these people show. So let me say, Self is already stable as champion. The music that pops are into, yeah, the crowd feeds off of it. Trinity Naomi wins the Impact Knockout Champion. I said, yeah. Triple H would build a star in WWE like Gunther, Shotzi, EO, Carmelo Hayes, and Cameron Grimes. He will. But you just not gonna get that up under Vince McMahon um administration. Never. So I'm just letting y'all know that you would never get that under a Vince McMahon administration. He don't know, he don't care nothing about no indie wrestlers. He don't care. I remember when I was watching NXT Black and Gold in 2015 and 16 and 17, these writers was up there tearing it up back there in NXT. They was killing, these writers was killing it because Triple H had everybody. He had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Michael Bloomberg, Silver DeRay, Del Rio Riga was there on his I mean this other one he had on his karate team. Because I'm telling you, Triple H was the king of booking. We had Daughters of Pain, the Villain. They had the American Afro Academy. They either much had these people like the Von Villains. I mean, you name them the Undisputed Era down now. You can name these people who they had down in NXT. And then either way, like NXT Black and Gold was better, but as of right now, in NXT used to feed off of that shit because either way, though, to Vince McMahon is dead and gone, to he's in the ground. That means Triple H would take over because I don't see him leaving WWE, start his company. I think he would just stay there until Vince McMahon is 15 under, and WWE might be better. So, what else y'all either much want me to say in the chat? Because you just don't know. You just don't know I'm a popper when I'm going to pop up here. You just don't know. The Warner Brothers Discovery has to Khan in the wrestling business, Tony Khan and AEW on TNT, and Nick Khan and WWE on TNT Sports in the UK brand Scotland. Yeah, because if they making a T, they supposed to be announcing a TV screen. So we have to see what AEW gonna do, but I know I'm not gonna be paying no money for it. I wouldn't care if it was blood and guts. I wouldn't care if it's double or nothing, Forbidden Doors, Full Gear. I wouldn't care if it was for Revolution. I wouldn't care if it was for none of these per view. Less Tony Khan is gonna be making changes. So I've been on here for 2 hours. I went on Monday Night Raw over with y'all review. I went over AEW Collision on Hard Cup tournament. So good night.